Hi, my name's Dee, your Professor of Woo Woo, and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and welcome to the Aquarius general reading for sort of October, November time, because we're halfway through October already. So, as ever, it's a general reading. General reading rules apply. So timing's far from absolute. Roles can get reversed sometimes. I'm not totally sold on that, but I can see where it happens. So where I say Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Vertex, whatever area of your chart you're wanting to look at. There's a link in the description down below to get yourself a birth chart. If you don't know what your rising sign is, that's always a good one to know. So, as I say, general reading, ask a question beforehand. This reading either is for you or it isn't. It's not a take what resonates, it's a job lot. But I'd only ever ask you to think about it. Don't give your power away to a tarot reader. But it has a past and a present in the spread. So if the past and the present do not fit, don't try and make it fit. Go and watch your rising sign, go and watch your moon sign. But if you ask a question and it does fit, then listen to the whole lot. Now, what I would say is ask a question, but be aware of all the questions that are floating around you, because cards don't have the same sense of priority as you and I do, and they may feel something else is more important to answer. Right, so that's it. So what cards am I using? So, Spellcaster's Tarot, my favourite. Angel Tarot. Now, the designer of this, Travis McHenry, I had an interview with him. Must be 2 weeks ago now. That's up on the channel. It's fascinating. Great deck, this. And then finally, I'm using as my third clarification deck, Heresy Collectible Card Game cards. It's a card game from the 90s. I'm not sure if it was ever particularly that successful, at least not here in Britain that I'm aware of. I might be wrong. But they're designed for this. And when I used to teach a tarot course, I would tell people, you can use what you want for divination. And let's face it, the art of divination, whether it's tea leaves or the Delogan or tarot cards or whatever runes, divination is divination. So use what you feel comfortable with. And I'm a geek. I like my collectible card games. Not I've ever played any of them. But, oh, nice cards, So I also had a couple of spare cards that I didn't know where to put them on the deck, but they desperately wanted to come out. So one thing that I noticed, let's bring the cards up. One thing that I noticed is there's a sort of thematic similarity between your reading and Sagittarius, and you also get this follow the leader card. Now, Spirit is definitely bringing in a call to action, but it's also a call to action with that's interesting. Now, it's a call to action where resources are maybe not as flush as you would like them to be, but this is because Spirit's bringing in a new time for you. So here we have I'm sure this is a completely made up angel for the game, Hadronel, who is a former gatekeeper of the East Wind, according to this. So there's the former let's have a new beginning person, let's bring light to this issue person. Is part of the energy that his Spirit is bringing in for you, and you know that it is time to take action. There's a balance that appears to have been a balance that you are quite comfortable with, and I don't want to say that it's been disrupted per se. What I want to say is that this balance needs to be a dynamic thing. It needs to be something that is kept in motion, which is why there's this Chariot card at the very top. And we have Temperance, the King of Wands, and Interdict. Interdict? I know how to say interdiction, but there is a call to action here. It is now time to act. And with this follow the leader card, it is saying it's now time to take a leadership role. But if your reading is linked with Sagittarius, you are not the only leader in this. And that's something that is really, really important. But people will be sticking to you out of loyalty. Because just like Sagittarius, we have the Magician here as the obstacle. With the Page of Pentacles, it's almost something that is opposing you has leveled up. And it's something that it's something to do with records. So it's something to do with records that have been kept, that you are it's not necessarily that something's been revealed, but it's surfaced. It's never really been hidden, but it's surfaced. And this is something that's made you go, yeah, no, this cannot go on. This cannot continue like this. Because you worked hard to get where you are. You married yourself to the idea of a new beginning, a better place, and you chased after that, and I think that you did actually achieve it. But again, that better place, that balance that is within it, has to be a dynamic thing, because you are needing to notice the messages that are around you and the temptations that are around you. We've got Belial as the bottom card here, but Two of Cups, Four of Cups. There is something that you have already hitched your wagon to. There is something that you have already seen the symbols to say, yes, this is something that I am going to work with. This is something, well, to a point. I also want to say this is something that you want to change. The Four of Cups here is represented by Melahel, whose name means the god deflecting evil. It's a healing capacity. It's safety in travel. So again, we've got that dynamic image of motion, which is not what you would necessarily associate with the Four of Cups. But there's this call to action because of what you have married yourself to. And people are seeing you as the answer to this. Bear in mind, like I say, you want to be working with somebody who has quite a lot of Sagittarius energy as well to be really, really effective here. Because it's almost like it's a battle that you don't particularly want to fight. But you will see the results, and your ships and other people's ships are coming in, and that's where this thing about the records is important. But what you are doing is calling something to an end. You are calling something to, or maybe what is revealed from these records is half a story, and you're in the position to deliver or discover that the second half of the story, to put it into context. Yeah, that's what I may consider this, that you are putting this into context, whatever it is. So it's not as good as it first appears. It's not as bad as it first appears. And I want to stress the second one, that it's not as bad as it first appears. But you are really taking a chance and going off into unknown territory by acting on this. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, and Rim Space here. So you're going into the borders. You're going to the very edge. You're going into, you can see into unknown territory. But I want to say that that is fine, because that is part of this balance that you have been maintaining for quite some time. Now, you know that you're entering into this whole new time, and you are advised this whole new time is part of the better place. The better place, yes, it was better when you got there, but it's a journey to keep getting better, is what you've been working towards. So this promises good results with this Gaia's Garden card. And also with these, you're not necessarily going to know where it's going to end up, but I think you're going to be very, very pleased with the results that you get out of all of this. I thought Capricorn was quick at 16 minutes. That was really quick. But one thing that I want to say is about other people. It's almost like you are providing wish fulfillment for some of them, and you are someone that they can rally behind, and some are rallying behind the idea, and some are rallying behind you simply because it's you. But they're very good at putting up the problems and putting up the anxiety and suffering from the anxiety and trapping themselves. And I think what you're wanting to show people that they are being held imprisoned by their own, how can I put this, attachment to nice things. You know, there is not necessarily a will to, although there's, oh my God, this thing has happened, we have to do something about it. And you're there going, yeah, we have to do this, this and this. And the response is, but I'm going to have to give up such and such for that. How? How am I going to give that up? Oh my God, my life is over, sort of thing. And that's just something that you're just going to have to talk them out of. You know, even I've got this image of someone with a pair of slippers going, will you listen to me? You know, whacking somebody around the back of the head. Because you have already discovered how you don't need this thing. And this, whatever it is. And you can take that knowledge and show it to others. But up until now, they haven't had the reason to listen. There's also with that Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, rim space, they're quite, here, the final outcome cards. They feel solitary. Not in like a hermit Nine of Pentacles way. So I'm not saying that you will be alone, but I am saying that the decisions that you have to make are yours and yours alone. And it doesn't really matter if you ask somebody else for their advice or not. It doesn't matter, they can't give it. They are not in your shoes. But for you to nurture the dream that you started on quite some time ago, it's something that you have to go and do. And I think it's wonderful. There's the whole sense with this rim space card and with the Wheel of Fortune of the boldly going where no one's gone before to yeah, sorry about that. But you know, that's the feeling that I'm getting with it. Pick your battles. But here is one battle coming up that it's in your interest to pick. And yes, some things will be lost along all the way, but so what? Because the gains are so much better. Especially with this Gaia's Garden card. Okay, so, well, that was quick, wasn't it, Aquarius? I do apologise, because I think your one last month was quite quick as well. But yeah, that's what I see. It's just, as you can tell, it's really loud to me. That's the only way that I can say it's really loud. You do have the power at the moment, but the one thing that you do have is the opportunity for correct judgment in this, because it's something that you've been working towards and working to gain or to obtain or to get there, that whole sort of thing. So yeah, good luck, Aquarius. This sounds like fun and sounds like hassle, but it sounds like fun. It's that sort of hassle where once this period's over, you can look back at it and go, thank God that's over. But thank God it happened. Yeah, so if that means anything to you, Aquarius, please do comment down below. And even if it's just to say hi, so I know that I'm not just casting these readings out into the digital void. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You've heard it from every YouTuber ever. And yeah, go and watch your rising sign. Cheers.